The paparazzi were already 5 deep outside the trendy West Hollywood restaurant, a humming swarm of flashes and murmured speculation. They knew she was inside. The question was, what was she wearing? When Kylie Jenner emerged, a collective, sharp intake of breath seemed to suck the noise from the air for a split second. Then, the camera flashes erupted into a blinding, continuous strobe. She was a vision in white. The dress was not a simple slip or a safe, structured gown. It was an architectural marvel of ivory silk crepe, a fabric that seemed to drink the California sunset and glow with its own inner light. The neckline was a deep, plunging V, both daring and elegant, held together by the sheer force of will and what must have been microscopic, hidden tapes. It was sleeveless, with sharp, geometric cutouts at the shoulders, revealing just a sliver of skin that made the dress seem both anchored and impossibly delicate. The silhouette was the true star. It hugged her every curve from bust to hip, a testament to a perfect fit, before exploding into a dramatic, fluid train that pulled just slightly behind her. It wasn't a stiff, heavy train, but a waterfall of silk that moved with a life of its own, whispering against the pavement as she walked. Beside her, a friend murmured something, but Kylie was in her element. She offered a slow, knowing smile to the wall of cameras, one hand placed lightly on her hip, the other holding a minimalist clutch the color of bone. Her hair was pulled back into a severe, high-gloss ponytail so tight it seemed to lift her eyes, accentuating the sharp winged liner and neutral, glossy lips. The only jewelry was a pair of massive, diamond-encrusted hoops that caught the light and threw it back in 1,000 tiny sparkles. Inside the restaurant, the scene was just as curated. She was led to a corner booth, a throne of velvet. The dress settled around her, the train arranged artfully by an attentive staff member. As she sat, the silk draped and folded like a sculpture's clay, each crease intentional, each fold a part of the masterpiece. She ordered a glass of champagne, the bubbles tiny and frantic in the flute. A fellow diner, a woman in a perfectly nice black dress, felt suddenly, overwhelmingly invisible. That was the power of the white dress. It wasn't just an outfit, it was an event. It was a statement of confidence, of wealth, of being so utterly unafraid to be the center of every single gaze in the room. Later, as she stood to leave, a waiter, perhaps a little too eager, brushed past her table. The edge of his tray, wet with condensation, grazed the pristine white silk of her hip. A gasp went up from her table. The waiter froze, his face a mask of horror. Kylie looked down at the small, dark watermark, a blot on the perfect ivory canvas. For a heartbeat, her perfectly composed expression tightened. Then, she let out a soft, airy laugh. She patted the waiter's arm. "It's just water," she said, her voice calm. "It'll dry." And with that, she turned and walked out, the train of the dress flowing behind her. The mark was there, a tiny imperfection, but somehow, on her, it didn't look like a stain. It looked like a part of the story. A testament to a night where she wasn't just wearing a dress, she was performing in it. And the entire world, it seemed, had a front row seat. By the time her car door closed, shielding her from the frantic flashes, the first pictures were already online. The headline, emblazoned across a celebrity gossip site, said it all: Kylie's liquid white dress drips with drama and perfection. The story wasn't about who she was with or what she ate. The story, as she had so masterfully intended, was the dress.